Signori del tubo, buongiorno, bentornati sul mio canale. Oggi nona puntata di La Noire. Siamo stati passati all'omicidi, dal traffico, siamo andati all'omicidi. L'omicidio del Rossetto è stato discretamente risolto, discretamente secondo me. Ok, quindi se non avete visto la puntata, mi raccomando, andate a vedervela, tanto è qui nella playlist. Io direi che ci buttiamo direttamente nel video. Mi raccomando ragazzi, lasciatemi like come supporto al canale e noi ci vediamo qui dopo la sigla. Bella. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can. Signori, la farfalla d'oro. Non so che cosa intendo per farfalla, però facciamo che abbiamo capito, ci siamo capiti. Vediamo cosa sta per succedere. C'è una signora a cui cadono le chiavi, arriva un mal. Au, porca troia che tecca. Allora, intanto mi sembrava il classico piede di porco. Uno, quindi luce fu.
Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner after all.
Partner.
What have we got? New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hills.
Femmina bianca scaricata, eccetera, eccetera.
Captain's trying to fend him off. That sounds awfully similar. The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, colleague.
Ferma.
I think I know the place where they found the lady.
Allora, nuovo obiettivo, nuova persona. Però qui ci potrebbe essere, signori, un serial killer. Che non è il serial griller, serial killer. Perché è di nuovo un'altra donna. A me comunque è sembrato un piede di porco quello che hanno adoperato, piano, vado io qua.
You know the way, you can drive.
Guida tu, conosci la strada. Figa. Ok, vai.
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Ok.
Thanks, Rusty. But don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
And no assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. We might get along after all.
Ok. Ci ha fatto i complimenti, ma ci ha avvertito anche che questo è un nuovo caso. Scena del crimine 10:47 mattina.
You know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed.
Ci sono i giornalisti che rompono il cazzo, giustamente.
I have two of my finest investigators on the case. Fresh from
I migliori.
the sword of justice on the crazed sex
Captain,
Alonzo
aren't there
Mendes.
similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry?
Sembrerebbe un serial killer.
I believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women.
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world, with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work
Ok,
to do
tocca a
here
noi.
that can't be delayed.
Però sembrerebbe un serial killer.
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
La cosa si fa seria, signori. Allora, con chi dobbiamo parlare?
Detective, I was first on scene. So what's going on over there?
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. A family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
Vai.
It's under the pepper tree.
È sotto l'albero del pepe. Che cazzo di albero è? Allora, l'hanno spostata forse o no? Sì, sembrerebbe che l'abbiano spostata. O la macchina era qua, non mi ricordo più. Che agilità. Di nuovo nuda, come l'altra volta. Stessa scena, eh? Stessa scena perché... Allora, no, questa è stata legata però. Questa le hanno strappato l'orologio. Però come vedete qui davanti ci sono delle pedate. E anche l'altra è stata presa a pedate, mi ricordo. Di nuovo l'anello. O no? Questa è la sposata. Come l'altra.
The stomping angle in the Henry case, was it reported in
Vedi?
the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want
Hai
was there in
capito?
the story.
Anche questa qua è stata presa a pedate. No, ma non mi fa andare la testa. Qua, su. Ok. Questa è stata... sembra strangolata da qualcosa.
Look at your mark, it's very
Infatti.
I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get
Da una
back to you.
corda. Ok. Allora, intanto guardiamo gli indizi. Ah, prima per parlare.
Similar MO.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we've got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a small...
L'altro era un 42.
What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation is the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
E l'altro non c'era
Everybody.
sperma,
They were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
Allora, sempre metodi. Allora, vediamo qua, c'è una borsettina. Nell'altra c'era un rossetto, se vi ricordate. Questo è Deirdre Moller, associazione genitori parenti, vabbè.
Oh, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Ma ci fa scegliere qualcos'altro. Soldi.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Infatti, vediamo. Ah, ci fa prendere sempre la solita cosa, quindi qua abbiamo finito. Il rossetto non c'è.
Detectives, RNI says a Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Brae was reported missing this morning.
È stata
by her
denunciata
husband.
stamattina dal marito Ugo Moller.
What I tell you, grab the husband, take him downtown and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
Vedi, di nuovo
What about
impronte.
not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Vedi? Ci sono più pedate. Allora, vabbè, quella classica birra. C'è sempre la birra comunque, la bevanda.
Don't think this is anything.
Va bene. Io direi di andare alla macchina a questo punto.
You drive.
Casa
Need to go over the
Möller,
case notes.
che sarebbe
And where exactly are we
la
going?
casa da dove il marito ha chiamato praticamente, no? Che ha denunciato la sparizione della moglie.
There still might be some play in the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? No, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
Ok, siamo arrivati qui alla casa del maritonzolo che ha chiamato, eh. Vediamo che dice.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Quindi, qui c'è una ragazzina.
Could you have a seat for me, Michelle?
Sentiamo. Ah sì, andiamo in casa degli altri.
We're gonna have a look around.
Allora, abbiamo una nuova persona che è la figlia. Però dobbiamo dare un'occhiata in giro, prima di tutto. Quindi come sempre non vi faccio vedere tutti gli indizi, quelli che non servono. Scarpe, occhio. Perché le scarpe c'erano le pedate. Ah,
Work boots.
42.
Size 8.
Che era come l'altro dell'altro omicidio, signori. Però aspetta, perché non ho guardato se facevano vedere anche l'altra scarpa. Infatti, diamogli un'occhiata. Ok. Allora, anello. Non c'è.
No sign of a wedding ring.
Poi, qui.
Elgin wristwatch.
Orologi anelli
Probably the same one
mancanti.
snatched from her body.
Possiamo controllare altro? No. Facciamo un giretto fuori, dai. C'è un giornale. Non serve un cazzo di niente. Stiamo facendo un giretto fuori per vedere se ci potrebbe essere qualcosa di interesting. Ma non vedo nulla. Ho già fatto il giro della casa. Qua. Ferma. Qua c'è del fuoco. E andiamo in gas. Allora, dobbiamo parlare con la tipa. La tipetta. Vediamo che dicono.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead. Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Try.
Allora, orologio e anelli mancanti. Vai.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
Ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
Se vabbè, mo in casa non sa manco... Ascolta, insistiamo un po', va.
You seem reluctant to talk about her jewelry.
It's a touchy subject with Daddy. He thought she wasted too much money on her appearance.
Ultimo contatto con la vittima.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon, I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
Ok.
And did he come and get you?
Of course. Some boys offered me a ride home, but that's not the right thing to do.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Sei stata del matrimonio dei genitori. Sentiamo
Your
un
mom
po'.
and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Nah.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said
T'ha
she'd beat
minato?
him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And he always wore her golden
La
butterfly.
farfalla d'oro. Vedi? Abbiamo un nuovo
I know this is
indizio.
a tough time for you,
Uno
Michelle,
di tre
but you should
corrette.
really try and help the police.
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle.
Ma questo attore qui lo conosco.
Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
Your wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What the... But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
Sentiamo un po'. Orme trovate sulla scena del crimine.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Muller?
42.
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
Ah,
Why are you lying to me, Mr.
sei
Muller?
42, fenomeno.
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
Scusami, l'abbiamo trovato in camera.
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet.
Se, vabbè.
You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
Vabbè. Allora, alibi su Ugo Moller.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
You got any way of confirming this story of yours?
You son of a bitch. You come here making all these
Oh,
accusations.
Rapporto sulle persone scomparse.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that DJ
Okay.
didn't turn up.
And you didn't report that she was missing till this morning? That's very unusual, Mr. Muller. Not to mention suspicious.
Look, I was annoyed with her. That's why I was waiting for her to come home. Why, you telling me something different?
Sentiamo questo. Michelle Moller dice di aver chiamato a casa più volte. Infatti.
You better think about leaving, or you're gonna have some trouble on your hands.
Movimenti della vittima.
Your wife went to pick up Michelle?
Yes, that's right.
Assecondiamo.
Where's the school?
Belmont High on West 2nd Street. There's a parking lot next door where the parents wait for the kids.
Precedenti che gli
Your
ha
wife was
menato.
beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true,
Con la
God
figlia
damn
ha
it.
detto una volta. Accusa.
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
Dov'è? No, dov'è? Questa.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
Non l'abbiamo arrestato.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
One, we need to break his alibi, check phone records, canvass the neighbors. Two, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. Three, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Che vuole questa? Dobbiamo interrogare la vicina? Sentiamo la vicina che c'ha da dire, dai.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator
Sono andato
earlier
vicino
this
prima,
morning,
no,
though.
non mi ha fatto
told
vedere
you he was our
niente.
guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting.
Ma
We
zio
need this
fa.
guy to make the case.
Che cazzo va questo? Fammelo piano. Preso. Cosa stava mettendo nell'inceneritore? Le scarpe. Però ci sono andato prima vicino. 42?
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
Sì, sì.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncle?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
Minchia.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
Allora,
That's that cop.
dobbiamo chiamare qualcuno nel senso che serve un telefono? O no?
He's
No, non
only
mi fa
arrived.
vedere il telefono. Ah, il tuo partner non può
We
vedere
get
in questo
Ray Pinker
momento.
and a technical services team to a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street. Send someone down from Juvenile
Scuola
Hall to look
superiori,
out for a
vai.
young lady.
Roger, 11K. Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has a report waiting.
Allora, ci vediamo alla scuola.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband.
Non è vero.
9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex,
Belmont High School.
Saturday is the spring unveiling, Emmy. It's the first season since bad rationing's over. We have to
Sono
go.
pomeriggio.
I can't Saturday. I'm busy. Busy where? You're going on
questo chi
another
è?
drive with Davy Gardner, aren't you? So what if I am?
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
Dove cazzo va? Preso, preso. Preso.
Car 11K, car 11 King, come in.
11K, go ahead.
11K.
Parlate con il bidello.
A green 1946 coupe registered to a Mrs. Hugo Moeller has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High
Una
School.
coupe verde.
Field, 11K code 2.
Che cazzo sta capitando?
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you Okie motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
Che c'ha? La farfalla, la farfalla!
You're under arrest, Eli. You're in very deep trouble. Get some backup down here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll out the red carpet.
Quella? O no?
What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
Eli Rooney. We've met him.
Filthy son of a bitch. He was here yesterday before the dance.
Was it him you saw park the car?
I don't know, sir. I'd like to say yes, but the truth is it was pretty dark.
Would you say Rooney is violent?
Yes, sir. I would say so, yes.
Thanks for your help.
Allora, signori.
Have you looked it over?
Superficially. I was told to wait for you guys.
Thanks. We'll take it from here.
Dio santo, ascolta. Corda.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
Cacchio. L'arma.
It's from a Chrysler.
È un po' palese la cosa,
The overalls are stenciled HM.
È un
Noire is a
meccanico.
mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
Chiama la centrale. Andiamo al telefono. Senti,
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Mahler homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Ok. Torna alla centrale.
Can you drive to this one?
Obitorio centrale o stazione? Andiamo prima all'obitorio.
Where we headed?
Andiamo prima all'obitorio, dai. Che vediamo altri indizi che ci conviene, secondo me.
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Però c'erano anche le scarpe insanguinate
You have
dell'altro.
kids, Phelps?
Ma se fossero stati
He needs to
insieme...
be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Mueller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
Va bene, passiamo oltre. Allora, andiamo all'obitorio e vediamo qualche altro indizio. Perché il coroner ancora non aveva detto tutto, eh? Eccolo qua. Sentiamo un
Phelps,
po'.
Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
Guardiamo i campioni. Questo qua secondo me no. L'ultima secondo me, sai? È questa?
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
Secondo me è l'ultima.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Mueller criminally attacked?
No external or
Vedi, nessuna
internal
traccia di
traces
sperma,
of
quindi
semen.
non è stata violentata.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
Ma non c'è nient'altro da guardare. Allora ci conviene andare da... Dove ci conviene andare?
You're behind the wheel.
Stazione centrale di
Where
polizia.
exactly are we going?
Andiamo a interrogarli. Vediamo ancora cosa hanno da dire.
Not exactly the happiest of places.
Non è un posto allegro sicuro.
Carruthers is a good...
Allora, incrimina un sospetto per omicidio. Dobbiamo capire chi
We'll work the
incriminare.
evidence, Rusty. Let him do the rest. Are they ready?
Bowlers in 2
Guarda la 2 e il pervertito nella 1. Vai a strappagli una
and get a
confessione.
conviction.
Di chi cazzo andiamo? Allora,
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing.
vediamo cosa dicono. Dobbiamo capire chi incriminare sto giro, eh. Sentiamo.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
Allora, luogo di lavoro.
You down on your luck, Eli?
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro.
E cosa fa San Pedro?
I'm looking for something new.
Forziamo.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine.
Ah, Vabbè.
You can't miss the place. Big yellow letters, HM out front.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coveralls. Dang thing
Era
was hot
tutta
when I was
verde.
back in the pen wearing it.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
Ah, ma sì.
Farm boy like you, Eli, must prefer McGay for roping. Am I right?
I prefer braid.
Intrecciata.
Tie hitching braid. It stays tied.
Movente per l'omicidio.
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. Ain't done nothing like that.
Proviamo a usare l'intuito. Rimuovi una risposta. Forziamo.
You have no job and nowhere to live by the smell of things. And you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
No, mi sa che è stato il marito allora.
You're as good as done, Mr. Rooney. All it will take now is some
3 di 3.
For my money, Hugo Muller's our number
Allora,
one suspect.
andiamo
Evidence is
dall'altro.
solid. I think it's time we hit him with it.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
Believe what?
It's rabbit's blood. A guy at work brought them in and I helped him skin them.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the Army.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the Army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the Army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid.
Era quella?
Control.
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
Hey.
You're lying, Hugo. You're gonna have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
Andiamo. Dov'è? Dov'è la chiave? Eccola qua.
Your wife drove a Chevrolet, Hugo. What make of car do you drive?
A Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler. We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
No, c'erano i vestiti.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your
C'era la tuta
overalls put you
verde.
at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
Dov'è? Tutta. Te la schiaffo.
Green overalls, blood-stained, with the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
È stato questo. Ci buttiamo? Vai.
Hugo Muller, I'm charging you with the murder of your wife. You'll be arraigned and taken before a grand jury. Book him, Rusty.
Vediamo se abbiamo azzeccato. Vediamo. Perché l'altro secondo me era pedofilo, non per le donne adulte. Vediamo se ci abbiamo azzeccato. Come deluso?
I stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance. You made the department look bad, lad. Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end. You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some fervor to your police
Ma perché
work.
non è giusto?
Your next case will come when you've revived my faith in your abilities. Now get out of here!
Vediamo. Vediamo cosa dice. Ma non ci dice se abbiamo azzeccato o no. Boh, fatemi sapere qua sotto cosa ne pensate voi. A me l'altro mi sembrava più un pedofilo. Vediamo ancora questo video.
Phelps, we captured 2 regular army. Lieutenant! Phelps, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank.
I'm in charge here, Medier!
Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen? They're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There is no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Get this, Golden Boy actually seems to know what he's doing. See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we're fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the US because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
Concluso qua la farfalla d'oro. Spero vi sia piaciuta, anche se forse da quello che ho capito ho sbagliato. Non lo so, scrivetemelo qua sotto nei commenti. A me sembrava di aver fatto la cosa giusta, perché l'altro mi sembrava più un pedofilo, invece questo aveva troppe cose, tipo la scarpa, la chiave inglese e la tuta nella macchina ritrovata della moglie. Non lo so, boh, poi magari mi sbaglio io, sicuramente, vista la reazione del capo. Ragazzi, spero vi sia piaciuta comunque, mi raccomando lasciatemi un like in tal caso e noi ci vediamo più tardi con un altro video. Mi raccomando, non mancate. Bella.
I know that time can heal all, but how much time till we fall? It's awfully chilly outside when there's no shelter to hide.